One. Greetings, everyone. Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to another episode of the Professor's Picks alongside the professor himself on this Friday, Mr. Ken Golden.
Hey, good morning. Good morning. So,
We are day and date once again today.
yeah, we jumped over to Zoom after a little StreamYard mishap, and I look a little fuzzy, which for the viewers is probably a good thing.
Yeah, I don't know. We had an audio issue with StreamYard a couple weeks ago. Today, Ken couldn't get the present option to work. He
Yeah.
didn't like the file, and we're like, all right, well, back to Zoom we go. And Prezi's working, so as you can see.
Yes. So we're not going to screw around with it any further. We'll Zoom it today.
There we
Next week
go.
we'll see what. So, big week. We got all kinds of stuff to go through. And just let people know that the rock candy experiment is in is ongoing. I keep adding to the I keep adding to the inventory. I don't know what any of this stuff is, to be honest, but Jeff seems to. He's thrown some albums at me to upload, and you and Steven and other people telling me what to bring in, so I'm bringing it in, and people seem to be buying it. So
That's the important thing.
yeah, like you know,
I think one of the main issues is that a lot of folks here in the States just have an issue getting them normally.
yeah,
So the fact that they can have a trusted place that's going to be carrying what they can carry, and and they can get it pretty quickly from you, that's the important thing. So yeah.
just they should just know that the distributor has really tiny quantities of these things, threes and fours, and so I'm bringing in like threes and fours, and how many Raging Slab CDs do I really need to have in inventory? I mean, you know, not as many as Jeff thinks. So let me put it that way. You know, so but yeah, so anyway, I set up a little section on the front of the site, and if you scroll down past the featured releases, you'll see them. And I keep adding to them. So we'll see what happens. I have a lot on order, so hopefully they'll show up someday. We'll see.
Okay, cool.
All right, so let's hit this week's pre-orders. We have two things. Just announced this morning, new studio album from Big Big Train. It's called Woodcut. I kind of like that cover a lot.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah.
It's really cool. And they dropped a video this morning that people should go check out. Very good song. And it's coming in four different formats for us. Just plain old CD. There's a CD Blu-ray. For the US, it's a digipack. There's also a media book version, which I'm going to import from Germany. Why not? What the hell? People, because I know if I don't, somebody's going to ask me for it, right? And then there's going to be 2 LP Inkwell black vinyl. So I don't know. I don't know about the CDs, but I think for the vinyl, I think it's going to have like an embossed cover.
Oh
So
wow.
it could be real sexy. It could be really cool. So that is February 6th.
Oh, so we have a little ways to go.
Oh yeah, 2026. It's amazing that we're talking about 2026. I'm getting pre-order information about stuff I can't talk about because of embargoes of stuff that we start taking pre-orders in January. It's like, for like March, it's like, geez, I'm trying to plan out my releases for next year, and I'm like, you know,
None of us are there. Yeah, I mean, my wife is decorating the house with Christmas decorations already. I'm not ready for that. So yeah, never mind talking about 2026 stuff. It's like, Jesus.
as we get closer to Christmas, we'll start talking more about kitchen appliances. Uh,
There you go.
there you go. All right, so that's one pre-order. The other thing, which is supposed to street next Friday, so I set it up for pre-order. Planet Exception from the Dutch band Exception. It's a 13 CD box set. Let's see if you can see that. And 13 CDs. It's basically an overview of all the studio albums. If people are unfamiliar with Exception, band led by Rick Van der Linden, keyboard player. Pierre Van der Linden also in there, right? I
Thought so. Yeah,
think
yeah.
so. And very, very much classically influenced, doing a lot of like rock interpretations of classical compositions. That's sort of their thing. Some of it, the later ones, a bit schmaltzy. The earlier ones, quite a bit better. Um, guy was a great keyboard player. He was in Camel for a spell, and
Oh yeah. Yeah, if you like pictures at an exhibition by ELP, this stuff will be right up your alley.
yeah, yeah. So quite nice. And I figure what the hell, and people have been pre-ordering it, so there's a fan base there.
Are they putting it out? Is that like a esoteric thing or
No, it's not. I actually, it may be. I think it's Universal.
okay, all right.
I think Universal's just putting it out. So that's that.
You gotta
So
love when you see things like this, right? It's like a whole catalog all in one collection. I mean, it's yeah.
yeah, look, if you like, if you like the bands, it's great. Also, I believe, it's remastered and the whole bit. And I think there's some bonus tracks in there. So I can't say that I studied this intensively, but yeah, people seem to like it. Just like we talk about, like those original album classics, people dig those things because
Yeah.
you get it's the nuts and bolts. You get the album in a little sleeve, and you carry around 5 albums in something the thickness of a CD.
Yeah. Takes up less room on the shelf. It's okay. You can get them all in one shot. It's yeah.
Yeah, it's great. People love it. So, all right. So those are the pre-orders for the week. Now we're going to hit the regular stuff. Atomic Rooster, Circle the Sun. So people asked about it, so I brought it in. I will say it does sound like Atomic Rooster. Steve Bolton is the guitarist. Apparently, he was in the band for the Made in England album,
Yep.
and Vincent Crane's wife gave permission for him to use the name Atomic Rooster. So it's kind of tenuous, but if you like it, if you like the sound, hey, I just sent you one.
I know a lot of people have asked me when I'm going to review it. I honestly I didn't even know it was coming out till recent, until people pointed it out to me, and I was like, and everybody knows I'm a big fan of the band. You know, we'll see how it is, but I've heard from enough people that it sounds like Atomic Rooster.
Yeah.
So I told
Did
Ken,
you
throw
did
one in my
you
box, and yeah,
did you like the Chris Farlow period?
I it's my least favorite period, but I don't mind it.
Yeah. I like that video where you see that live video of them where he's like off on the side of the stage eating a ham sandwich.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, right? Yeah. So, yeah,
I mean, Chris Farlow, I always thought was a weird choice as a singer for this band. I mean, he's fine in Coliseum. I always thought he was a little weird in this band. I mean, for me, it's those first 3 albums. Those are the best Atomic Rooster albums. But
yeah.
they did a couple pretty heavy albums after Chris left, which are
Oh,
really good too, with Bernie Torme and whatnot. And I don't mind the Chris Farlow albums. To me, it's my least favorite era of the band. But it's just without Vincent Crane, it's kind of like, but
yeah.
we'll see. I've heard there's lots of Hammond on it, and it's
Yes,
a lot of
right.
guitars, and so
Yeah,
I'm going
Death
in with an
Walk.
open mind.
It's not going to be Death Walks Behind You, but
No, I'm sure it won't. But
look, I guess it'll scratch the itch.
yeah,
All right, moving on. Dark Tribe, French. Dark Tribe's called Forgotten Reveries. They are a French melodic power metal band. Apparently, it seems like it's been a while since their last release. They're on Scarlet Records, who, I mean, fine label, Scarlet out of Italy, but they just vomit out all of these, all these power metal bands, and it's a tap from Italy and from out throughout Europe. So this just sort of fits right in with what they do. So and we have customers that love this stuff. So Hellstar, The Devil's Masquerade. So you got that. You reviewed it.
it's awesome.
Yeah, James Rivera's still in good shape.
Oh yeah, yeah, it's really good. This is just one of those bands that I got into late, and every album of theirs is just a banger, just really good. This is I guess you call this a media book thing. So you got like a
Yeah,
little,
it's a media book. Yeah,
yeah,
that's
really, really good album, really good album.
yeah. So what happened? It was delayed a little bit in the U.S. because Massacre uh, changed distribution. They went over to Season of Mist. So just in the changeover, it just delayed things a little bit. But yeah, so I can't remember if I ever saw Hellstar. So
Yeah, I've never seen them. I
mm,
would love to.
yeah, there you go. All right, going back to the prog world. Jonas Lindberg and the Other Side time frames. He his last album was on Inside Out, and I don't know what happened. Did he send you one?
Yeah, I have it here somewhere.
I see you looking.
Yeah, I know I have it here because I took it out. I don't know, it's here somewhere. Yeah.
Okay. Um, like if you're like a Flower Kings fan,
Yeah.
it's Swedish neo symphonic prog, and he does it well. Does it very well. So okay, we took pre-orders on this. Now we have stock. Ozric Tentacles Through the Magic Valley, 9 CD DVD yearbook edition. So that's a lot of Ozric. Now we're going to talk about Paisley Press. So Paisley Press is a German label. Everything is in that sort of gray area in terms of copyrights and what have you, but they're for sale and people want them. So we decided we're going to offer them. And so what I did was I cherry picked titles that were familiar to me, that albums that I have in my collection, and I think that people would dig. Everything I'm going to talk about, I think, is a flat out great record and something that you should own. So let's do it. First thing I brought in, Ablution. So Ablution is Yanni Schaefer, John Gustafson on bass. You have Peter Robinson, the keyboard player, who was in, Catermass and Brand X. You have Bjorn Jason Lynn on flute. You got a bunch of other guys, and this is just great, great Swedish fusion. I don't have my notes in front of me. I'm doing it from memory. I think 1974.
Yeah, it was pretty early. Yeah, it's a really good album.
It's really, really good. Again, I'm no bullshit. This stuff that I'm offering here is like killers. These are all killers. If you buy into the whole premise of the label, you want all of this stuff, honestly. All right, next
I
one.
have a lot of these on the Paisley Press editions, and they sound fine. The packaging is fine. I mean, there's no reason not to get these.
Yeah, they're professional looking, and some rights were paid in Germany. Otherwise, I couldn't get them out of the factory. So, so this is Anislav Treje Tusalago Fanfara. People have been wanting this on CD for years. Swedish two-man band. Uh, you know, kind of influenced by the Berlin School of electronics, but it's got a lot of guitar. It's like keyboards and guitar, very spacey, sort of like Tangerine Dream, like Zeit, Rubicon might be, and an early Klaus Schultze that might put you in the direction. Really, really good. Next one is album. I got to thank George Lamy. He turned me on to this album. French band, Catastrophe, high dynamic, uh, just balls to the wall, jazz rock fusion. I mean, to me, I call this jazz rock. It's guitar and sax, bass drums, and the guitarist and the sax player, like two maniacs going at it back and forth. This is, yeah, you want this one,
I
Pete.
do. You can set one
So,
aside for me.
yeah, it's a great record. So George for once was right. So yeah,
There's a
and,
reason why they say George knows, right?
yeah, he knows. He knew this one. Totally unknown to me. I think,
I'd never heard of it.
yeah, it's 80s, I believe. I don't remember. I guess I could have taken better notes, but it's all documented in in the text in the product description. And please read the product description. A lot of times, people when they go to the website, they don't even realize that there's like a full blown
Oh yeah, yeah
product
I
description.
always read those. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
if you're ever curious about what the shit's all about, it's right there.
yeah. So Chris Canzaneri said, "Ken, could you get Crypto?" Yes, I can. So Crypto were a one and done Dutch band, uh, often compared to Placebo, and very much in that style. Uh, sort of, I mean, I call it jazz rock. Definitely a prog rock influence. There's even like touches of funk in there. It's it's all instrumental, and yeah, Crypto was great. So Yeah. All right.
I'll take one of those too. See, that is
Yeah, I'll take an. I'm taking notes here. So,
okay.
and then okay, okay. The next two, you got to buy these as a pair. I mean, you don't have to, but if you don't, it's silly. I've got the first album from Flying Island, and the second album, Another Kind of Space. So, Flying Island, they were, I believe, from Connecticut. 70s jazz rock band. These were released originally on Vanguard Records back in the day. Faith Farioli, I believe, is was her name. Violinist, violin, guitar. Jeff Bova on keyboards, who became a kind of a big deal session player, in the years to come. Bass drums, and very, very much in the Mahavishnu style. So, yeah, I mean, these are albums that, oh my God, my whole life I've seen these albums in the used bins. Really, and actually, I didn't even get turned on to them till like the last decade. They're very, 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 very good.
Yeah.
So, again, all instrumental, essential jazz rock. I went heavy on those because of everything we're talking about, probably the ones that people would be the most familiar with. So, okay, Gemini, Counterbalance. So this is, I got a little bit of a story. I bought an original copy of this around 1992 on a trip to London, and I can't remember the name of the street, but there was this one street, and somebody will comment for sure, where all the record stores used to be, and this was hanging on the wall, and you look at it, it screams prog, right? Now it's like 1992. I'm like, like, what is that? And the guy's telling me about it. I'm like, I've never seen this album. I thought I'd seen everything, and it was expensive, but he had two copies, and if I'm not mistaken, if memory serves, I think I bought both, and I think I sold one off to Doug Larson. I think I flipped one to Doug. If Doug watches this, I don't know if Doug watches his videos, but if he does, mm, let me know if I sold it to you. But I'm pretty sure. Anyway, it's so what is it, Ken? So Jim and I were a trio. Uh, Nick May is the guitarist. He also doubles on bass. He went on to play with the Enid and Karnataka later on. And then John and Nick Wren on bass and drums. You get a little, just a touch of like ELP, but the music is more in the symphonic prog direction. Very, very good. And quite rare. Going for good money these days. Alain Marcusfeld, Le Santon du Sel. And my French is terrible. I'm sorry. So, Alain Marcusfeld, great guitarist, French guitarist. A lot of people know him from his releases later on the Egg label, where he was doing a lot of like treated acoustic guitar and electric guitar. You see his albums Contemporis and Platok. This is an earlier album when he was on the Barclay label, and he's got a very strong Hendrix influence here. It's all electric, full band. Joel Dergrenot, who's in Clearlight and also had a band called Boomerang. He's on here. Some French vocals, great guitar. So Alain Marcusville, and I've never seen the original. Those first two on Barclay, I never owned them. I have all the others, but yeah, they're tough to get.
Yeah, I might have to get that one too.
Yeah, if you want it, I'll add it. Okay, this for me of everything we're talking about, and as I said, these are all killer, no filler. This is the best. This is Master Cylinder elsewhere. So Master Cylinder were based out of Fort Worth, Texas. They recorded two albums. The second album was never released. I had some discussions with Joe Rogers, the keyboard player, about reissuing this album many years ago. That went nowhere. If you, I think, in my opinion, I'm sure Steve Feigenbaum might differ, although I know he loves this album. In my opinion, this is the best ex Canterbury. What's the way I want to phrase it? Best U.S. band basically playing in a
Doing Canterbury style.
doing Canterbury style jazz rock. If you're a fan of Soft Machine when they had a guitarist, if you're a fan of National Health, you have to own Master Cylinder. This is this is a great
Put
record.
one in my stack as well.
It's the this is this is the one I went the heaviest on because people have been asking about Master Cylinder forever. So there you go.
Cool.
Okay, let's see. Plat du Jour. Plat du Jour, French band again. Um, Guitar, sax, I believe, if I remember correctly, keyboards, bass drums. These guys were kind of like psychotic, man. It was like prog with a strong jazz rock influence, e- even a little bit of Zool. You get sort of like a throbbing bass line here, in there. Uh, Balls to the wall, crazy, but in a good way, and not, just absolutely great. And yeah, and it was originally released on the Speedball label. So, all right, now here's one that you'll have something to say about. Proteus. There you go.
Quite good.
Infusion.
Really good fusion album that never gets talked about. We featured this on a For Fusion Friday episode not that long ago. Yeah, really, really strong. Great guitar, bass and drums, keys, the whole nine yards. It's kind of like it's got an RTF thing going on at
Yeah,
times. It's
sure.
maybe not quite as polished, but it's really, really good. It's yeah, I like this a lot. Really good stuff.
So
Uh,
here's the one thing been doing a little write up. The one thing I didn't know about the band, the main guy, Sergio, I forget his last name. I don't know if it's on the liner notes. He's Italian.
oh, the drummer guy, yeah, yeah.
He was from Panafreda.
Yeah. Yeah, he was big in the Italian prog scene. Yeah,
So now who
go
knew?
figure, right?
Had no idea. So and apparently he toured over here, and I guess he liked it and stayed. So and I guess well, I think I read that Bill Dickens, the bass player, was in the band for a time.
I think so, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, he's not playing bass on this album, but yeah. Anyway, pretty it's pretty great.
Yeah, I like it.
So and I like the cover. So
Yes, that also.
there was sealed copies of the vinyl that turned up, like a box of them turned up like a few years back, and I got it. Yeah, there you go. Very good stuff. All right. We got two more to run through. Red. So Red was a British band led by guitar player Dennis Fitzgibbons. So again, instrumental jazz rock. And
Keep talking, I'm gonna let the puppy out.
yeah, sure. Very heavy, but and very much guitar driven. Pretty great. There's definitely like a Mahavishnu orchestra flavor to it, but uh, this guy Fitzgibbons, he plays like a maniac. It's almost like he's in the wrong band, but somehow it works. And I think that this album, for whatever reason, got a lot of distribution because copies of this used to turn up over here. I mean, I found my copy over here in the bins many, many years ago. So that's a great one. Red is a great one. And a lot of people have asked for that. And Pete, you were away, but I think you would like Red very much. I was saying guitar player is like a maniac. He's almost like a heavy metal guitarist playing in Mahavishnu orchestra. It's like it's great. I mean, it's jazz rock. It's great energy, and he plays. This guy plays his nuts off. So really, really good. Red's really good. And I was saying, I'm just repeating myself because now you're back, but I used to see this album in the bin, so somehow it got distribution over here. So, and again, it was an album that a lot of people have been asking about over the years. This and the Master Cylinder, for sure. Okay, last one. We had this as a CD. I'm sorry, it's vinyl of about a month or so ago. Skywhale, uh, The World at Mind's Eye. They are a prog rock band, a little bit of a Canterbury influence in there, some jazz rock influence, flute. It's very, very good. Symphonic, very, very good album. All right, now I'm gonna hit the vinyl and then we'll be out of here. We got Discipline, Breadcrumbs. We finally have inventory on this. Finally got back inventory, I should say. So think of it as a restock. We also got a restock of the Mobile Fidelity Emerson, Lake and Palmer. First time, well, actually for MoFi, this is the second time. I have the original Mobile Fidelity vinyl. This is their new edition of Tarkus, newly remastered. The SACD is coming. It's not quite ready, I guess. And two Japanese titles. We have Masaru Amada Quartet. Now, Masaru Amada, great jazz pianist. You know the Green Caterpillar album.
Yeah.
This is quartet, obviously, and it's more in the like the modal jazz style, so not jazz rock or anything like that. And then we have Katsuke Mine, the sax player, playing alto and soprano sax. This is his quintet, his second album, quite rare. Also from the Three Blind Mice label, the great Japanese label. This is more like a post pop session, quite rare, great. So yeah, that's what I got this week.
Cool. Yeah, I was just looking at Sky Whale. I was like, didn't that come out PQR? I'm like, yeah, it did.
Yeah, it was on PQR,
Yeah.
and very very good. And yeah, and that's what it is. So it's and I don't know what's going on next week. I got more boxes showing up, so we'll see. Could be a bonanza next week. Could be awful. Oh, one other thing I want to mention. So Steve Feigenbaum is coming up this afternoon and for a visit. And tomorrow we are going into Manhattan to the WFMU Record Fair, which is the best record fair in the country. It's crazy. It's big. And I'll be wandering around mindlessly trying to find stuff. And Steve will probably be looking at $5 albums, but you know. And anyway, if anybody's going and you see us, say hello.
Where's that at again?
It's at the Metropolitan Pavilion on 18th Street in Manhattan,
Okay.
and it's 99% vinyl. And this is like literally the best show in the country. It's once a year. It's some of the money goes to WFMU, and these are serious dealers bring the best of the best. They don't, you know, it's expensive show for them to set up. They're not bringing junk. So if you're looking for it, it's there. You just got to find it. And I think I'm going to say about 100 tables to go through.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
That's
an all day affair. It's exhausting. You'll see stuff that you didn't know existed. So
bring your cart with you.
I have my special custom made leather record bag that I'll bring. One of 50 handmade from Australia.
Wow.
Oh yeah,
See that?
even came with us. Oh yeah. Oh, shoulder strap and everything. I crossed. Oh,
How many can you fit in there?
I could fit a lot of albums. I could probably get about 25 albums in there. But who the hell wants to schlep around 25 albums?
No, they start to. You think those albums don't weigh that much, but when you put a bunch of them together, all of a sudden it's like it's like
If you see a guy walking around like this, you'll know it's me. You know, actually, it's funny. I remember last year waiting online. There were some guys from England waiting in line ahead of me, and one of the guys he had a strong box, an aluminum strong box. It was like a road case practically, and with a handle, and it's like this guy's carrying this thing. It's not on wheels. I mean, it's like this guy's carrying this thing around. It's like, oh my God, you know. I could see if it was like holding 45s, but this is for albums. And like, good luck, man.
that's passion for you right there,
yeah,
right?
I hope it was filled with albums to sell, you know, because that's real. I don't know. It's very. As I said to him, I said, man, that's real optimism right there.
Yeah.
You know, bringing that, you know, and thinking you're going to fill it. So
Or lunacy, whichever. I don't know.
yeah. Hey, you know, I'm at the point in my life. If I find something, I'm happy. I'm not, you know, I know, you know, just looking. I'm looking for I'm looking for the needle in the haystack.
Okay.
So maybe we'll find it. So and if we find something good, Steve and I'll shoot a video. We'll air it. So we'll see.
Sounds good.
If there's no video, it means we bombed out.
Oh, I'm sure you'll find something.
I'll find something.
Mm.
And
Cool.
we're having pizza tonight, so good pizza.
Oh, whereabouts?
Brico. So in Cherry Hill, there are two locations, Brico in Cherry Hill, and there's one in Westmont, New Jersey. coal-fired oven, and really good if you like, a little char in your pizza. And it was rated one of the websites rated as one of the top 50 in the country.
Wow.
It's very good. It's like 5 minutes from the house. So
Can't beat that.
one thing I know about Steve, he likes his pizza. So
What's not to like about good pizza?
that's right.
I may have to get some this weekend too. I haven't had it in a couple weeks. I'm due.
Once people start talking about pizza,
Ah,
if Jeff and I start talking about pizza, I gotta have pizza.
yeah, I know. Once I get it in my brain, it's like it gotta
Now,
happen.
now he wants pizza. Yeah, yeah.
I had some great ramen last night. Woo!
You turn your mom onto ramen.
Yeah, we went to this newish place here in town that I had never been to before, and she's never had ramen before. And yeah, it was seriously good.
So tomorrow night, I'm taking Steve for his first encounter with Himalayan food.
Oh, which I've never had. Yeah, I heard it's
Yeah,
good.
it's spicy, man. Take him to Mount Masala. So it's a cross between, if people want to know what Himalayan food is like, it's a cross between Indian and Chinese. And they have this thing called momos, which is basically a dumpling, but they call them momos. And they have something called sizzling momos. They're in this spicy red sauce, man. Oh,
Now I'm getting hungry.
my ass is burning already.
I'm getting hungry, and lunch is not till after I go get my workout. So it's
Well, good luck. All right. So that's what we got this week, and hopefully we have something good next week. And I can tell everybody that we sold out of all the Paisley Press and rock candy and what have you.
there you go.
All
Cool.
right.
So we'll have the whole list pinned down in the comments below, as always. So for all you folks who like to copy and paste things, you'll be able to do that. Lasercd.com. Happy shopping, everybody. And remember,
Buy a lot, buy often, keep hitting the site.
yes, yes, lots of new stuff being added, and we'll see you next week here on the Professor's Picks. Tune in tonight. We've got a full Jean-Luc Ponty episode of 4 Fusion Friday coming up tonight, so don't miss out on that. 4 classic albums from his 70s period. We've also got 2 album homework assignment shows tomorrow and 2 ranking the album shows on Sunday. We've got Piper and Jafria, and we've also got New Wave of Traditional Heavy Metal Primer coming up Sunday evening. So all that and more for Ken Golden. I'm Pete Pardo. This is on the web at www.seatranquility.org. We're on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram all the damn time. See you back here next week for the Professor's Picks. Have a good weekend, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.